Hey, JB here. Is Color E-Ink ready for prime time? Let's find out. So my name is JB Glossinger, and we bring a lot of these devices to the table. If you haven't watched the channel before, welcome. If you're into tech, if you're into positivity, and you're into motivation and productivity, you found the right place. You're going to see a lot of videos on those things. And today I'm bringing you kind of a writing experience, but also talking about Color E-Ink using the Nova or the BOOX Nova 3 Color kind of versus the reMarkable 2. And the reason I'm using the reMarkable 2 is it is kind of the champion of writing right now. They're pretty prevalent in the market. And I want to show you their experience by zooming in on the writing experience, but also talk a little bit about Color E-Ink in general. So as we look at the BOOX Nova Color 3, I think this is going to be the future of, this is using a Kaleido screen, and this will be what it's like, right? So let's go ahead and look at a couple things about the Nova BOOX 3 that is pretty cool. So first of all, as a reader, I think it's pretty good. I don't like the stylus that's come with it. I have mentioned that before in previous videos, so I've changed to the Staedtler Norris Digital Jumbo. And as we come into it, I'm just going to go into Play Books and show you a little bit of what it looks like with a comic book. And we'll open this comic book up here. And you can kind of see what the colors look like. Now, one of the issues with the Color E-Ink devices, particularly this device right now, is the brightness. Now, as you can see, I have this brightness almost all the way up to the fullest. If I take it down, you're going to see, and I'll just take it off, how dark that is. I mean, it is super dark. So that's one thing that right now I don't think is ready for prime time, is we've got to get the brightness to where it needs to be at some point. And really, you're going to operate this device as almost 100%. Maybe something they can fix in software, maybe something they can fix as we move forward with these devices. Also, with these devices, there's typically a different type of speed that you can pick to utilize the device, and I have it in normal mode right now, which is a good display effect suitable for text and reading. If I put on this slight ghosting, you'll see it. It's got some ghosting even in normal, and I just want to show you that. So let's go like in the medium so you can kind of see the ghosting, and you'll see the colors are pretty good, a little washed out, but you can kind of see, and I'll zoom in here, you can kind of see a little bit of ghosting. And so what the suggestion is, if you're using one of these color devices, is to add on the quick menu a refresh. So when you come in here, basically all you have to do is hit this menu. I don't know why it's not coming. There it goes. And click refresh. Every once in a while, if you're reading a comic or something, just make sure you get the ghosting out of it. But it's not too bad. I'm actually a little more impressed than I was when I got it a couple days ago. The coloring in that is not too bad. The other thing, before we get into the writing, that I want to take you into is some of the uses. And basically one of them could be like a coloring book. And as you can see here, I've got a coloring book set up. And one of the things you're going to see on the writing is there's a little bit of distance between the stylus and we'll get into that in a minute, and the nib and the actual device. And I believe that's because of the screen, the Kaleido screen. There's a layer there, right? But you can see that it works. You know, if you're kind of coloring, this could be something you want to do, is work into something like this. Pinch of zoom is off here, so I got to turn it on. But that's another aspect of things, is in coloring. But let's get right into it. This is why we're here. Let's talk about notes. So as we get into notes, I'm going to add a notepad for you real quick. And basically, when we look at the reMarkable, which is really the king of note-taking, right? As you can see, it is just super fast. Now, obviously, it's in black and white. You are not going to get the colors, but it's got a nice contrasty feel to it. The reMarkable one actually had a little better feel, but this has a good feel, and people that utilize this for productivity really like the device. When it comes to our Onyx product, our BOOX product here, Color, you can kind of see that it works too. And I'll say the dog runs fast. It's pretty quick. It's not bad. It does pretty quick. Again, I am using a different stylus. The dog runs fast. But if you look really close, there is some separation between the nib and the pen tip. And I don't know if that'll bother you that much. I do have a screen protector on here. I wish Books would put a screen protector on their devices. It would make it so much nicer instead of us trying to put it on here. But you can kind of see there is a little distance and there is a screen protector and it feels okay. Again, using different styluses on it. The reMarkable always feels a little bit better, but I think the Staedtler Norris Digital Jumbo does a pretty good job. Now on to colors. We can go back and we'll look at some of the colors. My last video didn't really show the colors that good. Sorry, let me go back to that and note. And I want to show you some of these colors, and you can kind of see the colors are a little washed out. Again, the brightness is super high, and you do get some ghosting. If I push this button, you'll see after I take that off, there is a little bit of ghosting here. But again, if you put a refresh on your right here, it refreshes real quick, and you've got a quick, clean screen. But the colors are decent. I mean, you can kind of see different colors. If you need that, if that's something you need for note taking, is the ability to, use different colors when you're taking notes. But overall, again, and I have this, let me go back to another page. I've got this set up for notes, and you can kind of see some colors here down the side, which is, it's nice. But let's say you just want to take some notes and you come into here and you just take your pen and you want to do a green note, which I think is one of the better colors. The dog runs fast. It's not bad, okay? And the reason I wanted to do this is because, and put the reMarkable next to it, is I do believe that the bigger tablets are going to be very similar to this in size. Like when the bigger ones come out, they're going to have that kind of thickness, and kind of be a very similar tablet. So as far as the comparison, obviously the reMarkable 2, it's still got a better feel. Even the paper, the Supernote, those have a better feel yet. Is the color device ready for prime time? Okay, well, let me tell you what I think. Okay, number one, it is a nice device. I don't like the fact that you have to put a screen protector on it. That's a problem. Number two, there are ghosting issues. Can that be fixed with software? Yes, at some time eventually that can get better. Probably in the next iteration of the software, it will be even better. Note taking is decent, not great, but it's okay. Again, it feels like a first generation kind of product, a little bit better than first. I think Books has done a great job with it. But is it for somebody that just wants to grab it and go? Inherently, all Books products in their software are a little bit differently. I grabbed the reMarkable to show you. The reMarkable is just a notebook replacement. That's all it is. This thing you can browse the internet with and do other things if you've watched my other video. So to have something handy like this to carry with you is pretty cool. Now, the big question is it going to replace the iPad? That's the thing. Will there be a color e-ink iPad? Because for everything I do with this, I typically use other e-ink devices to just keep notes. That's why I don't utilize these products, especially a lot of the Books products, because I don't need a lot of the functionality. But if you do, and you don't want an iPad, right, and you got this device, you can do a little bit of browsing. It doesn't really, you can watch videos, but that's not what it's for. And you can take some notes on it and color notes. And if you do coloring book things, I think as I showed you that close-up, maybe this is a device for you. I personally think we're one iteration away from it being really cool. Then we can have that conversation of, can this replace an iPad? I don't think it can yet. Again, depending on your use case. But it's definitely a pretty cool device. So what do you think down below? What do you think? I wanted to zoom in a little bit. I know a few of you wanted that. What do you think about the color e-ink devices? What is your opinion? Is it something that you need? Is it something that the market needs? And what do you think about this product, the Onyx the Onyx Nova 3 Color? Kind of the writing experience versus the reMarkable 2 or your Supernote or your paper device that you have, for people that are prospectively trying to get this. Kind of a cool little device. I mean, you can throw it in your bag, take it with you. It's kind of cool, but I don't know if it's ready for that mass prime time yet. There's still a little bit of issue with it, and some of the people down below in the comments will tell you they've returned them. But if you understand the shortcomings and you're going to use it for particular things, I think it's not a bad device. So the Onyx BOOX Nova 3 as a writing device, okay, it's not comparable to the other e-ink devices like the reMarkable 2, but it's okay, and it could be used for notes and stuff. But I think the next color ink is what we're going to be looking at. Okay, as always, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you don't mind a thumbs up, it helps the algorithm. It helps us with the channel. And, of course, to subscribe if you like that good energy and like some positivity. I'm going to keep bringing you videos almost every single day. We talk tech. We talk productivity. We talk all kinds of stuff. And we're just going to keep having fun. So thank you for being you. It's more of a community than a channel. Please leave a comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.